How are we doing today, guys? Thank you once again for joining me on Viper 9 Toy Videos. Today, I have from Star Wars The Clone Wars, the IG-86 Assassin Droid with the blasters attached to backpack feature. I'm not going to lie, that's the only reason I bought this figure is because of the backpack blaster feature. Has a brief little bio of who the IG-86 Assassin Droids are, a couple of the other figures that came out in that wave. I normally don't buy the Clone Wars figures just because of how cartoony they are. That fact was pointed out to me by my brother very early on. You know, the dimensions and stuff like that are just completely different from your Legacy collection and a lot of your other Star Wars figures. So he kind of shattered that reality for me, and I just haven't been able to pick up a lot of the Clone Wars figures unless they're unique figures. If they're, you know, only had been released in that and they were super cool, I probably went ahead and picked them up. But for the most part, I tend to avoid that series altogether. This series altogether, unfortunately. Kind of a bummer. But we go ahead and get that released. And he does not have any pesky rubber bands holding him in. Just some nice little, 20-year-old bubble holding him in. Oh! Come on. Jeez, that did not want to release. And then he does, unfortunately, have some pesky rubber bands holding the guns in right there. So we'll go ahead and try to get those off the wrists. They're in there pretty good. There we go. And gone. A little bit of warpage on the blasters, not too bad. Let's go ahead and take a look at this articulation. I expect it to be pretty amazing because he is an IG unit. So he does have the head swivel, does not have multiple swivels in the head, kind of like some of the newer IG units. Shoulder articulation is just amazing. Elbow articulation is what you'd come to expect from an IG unit. Elbow swivel. He does have open and closing hands right there, which not a lot of, a lot of figures didn't get features like that back in the day. Then he does also have just regular wrist swivels, no like super fancy details. Mid or waist swivel, hip joints are pretty rad. I mean, he can do a beyond split right there. So the hips are awesome. Knees are pretty good. No swivel or anything like that on the knees, but then he does also have swivels on the ankles as well as just standard ankle joints. So yeah, pretty basic IG unit there, but now you go ahead and you peg that into his back. Boom. And then blaster pistol and blaster pistol. Yep, the entire reason that I picked up that figure right there is because he does that. No other reason. I didn't need any more IG units. I just didn't have any complete IG units. So now I have a complete IG-86 with the blaster attaching backpack. Yeah, that makes me happy. But right there, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it with, if you'll stand, hit that like, smash that follow if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.